I was scared that I actually forgot my mics at home because I couldn't find them in my bag. And then I'm just like, man, wait, what kind of video is this gonna be if I'm not able to like talk to you guys? And then it just kind of like makes it like I just laugh at myself because I remember when I was like scared to talk to you guys, like scared to talk to the camera, and now I'm just so comfortable with it because of like how it just is like a nice experience to just share my thoughts with you guys. And I don't know, to me just it just feels so much more meaningful that you guys just like it's almost like when someone judges you but they don't really know you, and it's like also you're not giving them the chance, for vice versa to know each other. And so honestly YouTube has been the funnest for me because I get to share like who I am. And I think that's the interesting part because it's like when someone judges you but they don't really have the full aspect of who you are. But I mean, hey, I mean, same with YouTube, I guess. We only share a little part of ourselves on here, and I only do this when I'm at the gym, so obviously, yeah, I'm not sharing like my full uh life. But like I was telling you guys, like I do want to do more varieties of different content, and obviously we're going to still record it at the gym, but like I do want to do other things. And I love your guys' feedback, and I was seeing in the comments people want me to try vlogging or try what I eat in a day, things like that. And I think at the end of the day is like I want to try it, see if I even like it, and like go from that, because I do know there's people that love doing that kind of stuff, and then some people that really feel like that's why they hate YouTube. And you know what, I'm just like, I think it'd be fun to try and then, judge it for myself and see what I like. But so far, I mean, I just love, we've been, you know, documenting how everything's been going in the gym, and that's been a lot of fun for me. And I'm just, I think it's just another way that I can like express myself. And, just, it is a place where I feel like I can be vulnerable. And to me, it doesn't, I guess before it would scare me to be vulnerable because I'm like, oh, they're going to judge me and this and that. But I'm, I've gotten way better where it's just like, well, me being vulnerable also gives other people the opportunity to really know what goes on in my mind and like what my, things that I enjoy, what is important to me. And I'm like, how do you expect to connect with others when you don't really open up? It's like any relationship, you can't just be expecting the most when you're not giving the most as well. Like, and I think once I just like let that fear like not take over, and because at the end of the day, like this is why I'm telling you guys, like the people I'm talking to is you guys. And if you can relate or understand what I'm even like saying, then yeah, you're the people I'm talking to. And I'm not talking to people that are just coming on YouTube and telling people how they need to live their lives and how they need to do this and that. And, those, I don't know, those are a lot, those are people that are too much. They're too much. But, I'm talking to the people that understand that, we're all human, and at the end of the day, like we're always learning and trying our best, and we all have emotions, and we're just humans. And it's nice when you do connect with people that you feel are very similar to you, and it's so nice to know you're not alone. And that's why I'm saying, like, me doing this has felt so rewarding to interact with you guys, and it's very fulfilling. And yeah, but anyway, this all started with me saying I don't have my mic, but we have the mic, but we actually don't have well, we do have the camera. But I guess I really don't know much about cameras because I didn't know we needed a lens. I was thinking, I was like, oh, I'll just use the lens that the camera comes with and it'll be fine. But no, I literally need to buy a lens for the camera I got. And, so I'm been researching, and we'll figure it out. I am bummed, but doesn't mean it's not going to happen. We will be using the camera soon. And, for all this work, I'm like, man, we better see a dramatic difference with this camera. Because it's like, yeah, you buy the camera and then you have to buy a lens for this. And then I don't know, just like, wow, a lot of different things I didn't know. And the phone does make it easy. You just like record and that's it. But I do think it's going to show a dramatic difference with quality. And I think that, you know, at the end of the day, like that's what, you know, will be nicer. And to know I can also use this camera when I'm streaming, I'm excited for that too. But anyways, today's back day, back in tricep day, and yeah, it's so hot, but I like it. I just feel like, you know, you sweat more and I feel like your veins pop out more when it's hotter. And you guys know I love veins. And we were kind of seeing some last week, and I only notice it more on upper body days. Or maybe I pay more attention to him. But yeah, I'm just excited to just get a good workout in and, you know, use, like I told you guys, I come early to the gym and I try to, you know, make sure my body is like I'm using my energy at the gym, and then after it's okay if I'm like totally dead, which I usually am. But yeah, like I'm just excited to just put all my energy in and get a good workout. So I'll just see you guys inside. Okay, so we just stayed on the lat pull down because I know sometimes we do pull ups, but like I said, I like to change it up. Maybe we'll do pull ups the following week and, you know, stuff like that. But they're feeling really good. I'm really glad I have my straps because this bar is really, I don't say the bar's sweaty, maybe it's me, but the bar feels really slippery. And like I told you guys, sometimes you just use the strap so you can just like have a better grip and not just stop because your hands are slipping. So don't feel bad about that. I know some people are like, well, what if it's, you're not even doing that much weight? It's like, well, don't worry about the weight. It's like, what is the purpose of you using them? And that should be enough. And for us, yeah, it's sometimes because the bar is slipping and I need something to grip it on to keep going. So I just kept going until, like, you know, it was getting too hard to keep going because I had it at a heavier weight, but that one I wasn't able to do as much reps as I would like. So sometimes you have to, you know, make that decision on your own of like how you want that set to look. But at the end of any set, it needs to be hard. I need to stop because my body like can't go, you know, and just having that tension of it being hard. So either way, if it's, you know, maybe I want to do just a little bit more reps, then yeah, I'll lower the weight. But you guys already know I don't like doing too much reps because also I'm not trying to just do cardio. But sometimes it just see, now I don't know what I'm saying because it's just that nice medium. And it's funny because a lot of people, their interpretation of a lot of reps can be different compared to someone else. And little reps, like, you know, can mean like a little bit to them. Like to me, I don't think 6 is a little bit of reps. But I also feel like when I'm barely starting, sometimes too, I'm like, okay, how does my body feel? And I like to do a little more reps in the beginning than to put more weight, if that makes sense. But anyways, that was the last set, and we'll go on to the next lift. Some of you guys are saying that it's pretty empty at the gym, but like I told you guys, um, I come kind of early, so it's not as busy. And I know a lot of you are like, oh, I'm not a morning person. Try it out. Maybe you'll realize that sometimes it just takes some time because I used to be a really morning person and I would like wake up like automatically on the clock. And then I wasn't a morning person, and then now I am again. It just, I don't know, who knows? Maybe it just depends, but it does feel nice coming in the morning and, you know, you're fresh and then you use your energy at the gym, and that way like the rest of the day it's like you know, kind of knowing that you use your energy for the most important thing. Well, at least it depends on your goals, but for me, it's nice to know I use my energy at the gym. But obviously, I know people feel different. A lot of people say that they like having more food in them. So, I mean, but we're on a cut. So in a way, it works out because I do have more of my calories in the morning for breakfast. Then we come to the gym, then have a protein shake and a little bit of carbs. And then I have more of my calories at dinner so I don't go to bed hungry. So it kind of fits for what I'm doing with my schedule. Okay, so actually we're using the cables for the machine I like was taken. So it's kind of nice to try out the cables again. Okay, yeah. Just making sure it's on. I'm like doing all this talking, and if it's not on, I'll probably just cut it out. But anyway, so yeah, the cables feel pretty good. Like I told you guys, I always question like, wait, why didn't I ever use the machines that had a pad in front? And like I told you guys, I actually used to have implants, so it would really be uncomfortable for me. But now I don't have to worry about it. So now I'm just like, oh yeah, the machines are pretty nice. And it's just because I got so used to using cables. I still like the cables, but I feel like they're both good in their own way. And I'll go ahead and probably do one more and then we'll do high rows. Okay, I decided to do my last set on here, and I wouldn't usually because I would just get it done at the whatever I'm at, but it's right next to the high rows and I really like using this high row machine. So it's just convenient to like be here when it opens up, I can just take it because it's not open yet. So I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I don't mind. What's the most? I mean, I just have to like clean it up because that's the nice thing about machines. You just do the notch. It's not that big of a deal. So that's why I'm like, let's do the last one on here. And it just feels so much better. And it's honestly nice to just compare it in real time. Because, you know, sometimes you compare something and maybe that day you're feeling better, or maybe that, you know, whatever. But like to just feel the difference, it does feel nicer using this machine and like me being stable, like, you know, pushing against this and then just squeezing. So I don't know. That's what it comes to my head right now. So we'll go ahead and do this last set. I will say the downfall on switching is because you know how sometimes when I do the machine, I'm like, okay, this is the weight, a good working weight. But since we did our two working sets over there, I was assuming that my back wouldn't be as, you know, fresh, of course, so I wouldn't do the same weight. But now I'm like, I wish I would have hired the weight. But that's why we just did a few more reps, you know, and just go from there. Because no matter the set, at least I know every set I do, I'm stopping because like my body's done. So let's go ahead and do the other side. I like to rest in between. Okay, perfect timing. The pyros are gonna be free right now, so we'll head over there right now. Might have to get a backpack to bring to the gym instead of my bag, because I'm realizing the way my bag's like hitting me when I'm walking. That's why I have like a bruise on my leg. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I was just like, why do I have a bruise on my leg? And then I'm like, why do I have a scratch where the bruise is? I'm like, what's going on? And then the other day I was realizing that my bag's really bad. It's like the zippers aren't really zipping up and all that stuff. So something is like poking out of my bag and scratching me and hitting my leg. So I didn't even realize it because like every time I'm at the gym, my adrenaline's up. So I don't even like focus on anything. So like my bag hitting me and scratching me, I didn't even like pay attention to that until, I don't know, I did until I did. And so I'm like, yeah, I think maybe I should just get a backpack. I feel like that'll just be easier and then it won't hit my leg, and I do need a new bag. So I yeah, so but I feel like that bruise is going to stay there until I get a new bag, because I'm already too used to holding my bag on this side, and it feels weird if I hold it on my other arm. And then maybe I'll just have two bruises on each leg. Okay, so this is the second to last set. And these are feeling really good. I always have to remind myself to like really open up when I'm bringing the weight to me. Oh, yeah, lost it. But we have one more set, and man, those are just so tiring. And I think that's also what I was noticing when I was doing the um, seated rows on the cable, is that I do get more exhausted overall because I have to stabilize myself, which is fine, but it does take more of my energy to do that instead of me just really focusing on squeezing my lats. So I think that's why I think I do prefer using the machine where you can like just, you know, push against, because it helps you stabilize yourself and you're not spending too much energy to do that. But it's not even like a big thing, but it's something that I was just like seeing. So it's just something to like think about. But overall, you know, always do the exercises you enjoy the most, because I feel like those are the ones you're really going to just push yourself and just also have fun doing it. And that's super important. But we'll do one more here, and then that's it for back. And then we got some triceps. These are like my favorite for triceps. And I'm like, man, I feel like sometimes I'm sad that we only do two sets of this. Uh, I don't know. But I like the other machines for other reasons too. So anyways, and it's funny because now I like it even more because we have like a better grip. Before I would just use this, and like when my hands got sweaty, I would slip, and it just was kind of annoying. But but yeah, these feel really good. And this will be the last set. So I'll just go ahead and start, of course, with the weak side first. I did my rear delts with the cables, but I didn't record it. But we did do them after the back. Just like to hit them a little more directly. Just because I really want them to pop in. See, even right now, I'm just like, I'm probably hunching. I I have such bad posture, and it's funny. It's like I'll remember when I'm lifting, you know, making sure everything's good and I'm having the right posture for it. But when I'm not lifting, I do catch myself just like, not standing up the straightest. And it's funny, I used to have really bad posture when I was younger. And people are like, well, if you build a strong back, you won't have bad posture. But I feel like it's more of like getting just the endurance to like hold yourself up like that and get your body used to it. Because I mean, I think we have a decently strong back and I still catch myself hunching, and it's because I'm used to it. And so I have to remind myself to stand up straight. And I know a lot of you guys said you guys kind of have that too, where you're just like, oh, my posture. And I'll talk a little more about it. Let's just do this other side. But I was telling you guys before, like a long video ago, that a big reason why I had bad posture also was because I got really tall when I was younger. So like what, I was 5'7" when I was like in 8th grade. I don't know if that's tall or not, but I would always feel a little uncomfortable because not a lot of girls were that tall. And so didn't want to stand out. And then for some reason, when my silly self felt like if I had good posture and I looked confident, that I would feel people would think I was very conceited. And I'm like, I don't want people to think that I'm full of myself, so I'll just have bad posture. And then now looking back, and I'm just like, well, that's silly to think that, if someone has good posture, then they're full of themselves. Like, that's so sad that I used to like think that. And, just how sometimes I get people, just because I like lifting weights, people assume that I think I'm so strong. I don't assume that. I just like lifting weights. And I think I'm just saying is like, we can't control what other people want to perceive us as. And, you, if people don't want to get the chance to get to know someone, then that's on them. So, it's funny because it's still in the back of my head. If I stand up, I feel like people are going to think I'm full of myself. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's still something I fight because I am so used to just like hiding in the corner, and so I'd rather just do that. And but I'm like, oh, I don't like that. I want to have good posture, and it's so, I don't know, it's so cool when someone has really nice posture when I see that, and then I'm like, yeah, go you. And it's just like, well, see, I don't think people assume they're worse when someone has good posture. But I mean, here I am just overthinking the posture part. But anyways, that's my little spiel. Oh gosh, that's, what I'm trying to say. My little commentary on that. But well, no, that was it. I'll finish here. That was it. And then we have 2 more things for triceps, and then we'll be done. Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to not overthink it because I'm like, I feel kind of out of it for this workout, and that kind of bums me out because I just feel like when I do feel out of it, I don't feel like my workouts feel the best. So I'm just gonna try my best, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, and I think that sometimes it's gonna happen, and I mean, I can question it all day long, but at least we're here, we're staying consistent, and we're always gonna be putting in the work. So I'll go ahead and do my last set for this. Yeah. No, you're okay. Oh, oh my gosh. I mean that actually was a nice set. I was gonna go for that last one, but I'm like, come on, you're feeling out of it, like wake yourself up, And I think sometimes that's what it is. It's like when you feel out of it, and that makes you feel like you're not pushing yourself. I feel like that's when you need to push yourself to wake yourself up. If you get what I'm saying, which it kind of helps because I'm just like, oh, like, you know, keep going after it. And that said, did kind of like wake me up, you know? Um, so we got two more things. And then I want to do abs before cardio. Last time I forgot, and I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. But I wanted, I included abs on this day, so I'm just like, let me just do it. But it wasn't a good idea because I was just so tired. So we're doing abs, then we're gonna go and do cardio. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go and finish off triceps. It's funny, I'm feeling better, and it's funny how it's towards the end, but it's like, okay, let's finish strong then. And I want to say I think I got out of it because I took too much of a break there. I was talking to someone, and sometimes it's hard for me to like, you know, I guess sway to be like, okay, I need to finish up my workout, but it's so hard for me not like I don't know how to go about that transition sometimes, depending on who I'm talking to. So I feel like that kind of got me out of the groove, but it can happen, and we'll just have the same mindset when you get in here. It's just like just go hard and get back into it. And yeah, so this is our last set, and we'll finish strong. Oh, oh, I'm happy with those. Um, okay, I guess we're done with that. I want to do some posing though before we do abs. So we'll do the posing, and then I'll do abs. Usually don't record that, but I do abs, and then I'll do cardio. I won't take you guys along for those. Those are, so I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll see you guys in the car. But let's find a spot for posing. I have two spots in mind, so I guess we'll see. I thought I'd show you guys since we're here, but I think I'm gonna move. This was my spot. I thought it would be a good one to do the posing, but like I said, for this one, it's so bright that it really casts too much of a shadow for back. Watch, and I'll show you, because I'm trying to figure out if I lean more forward and not too back, then maybe it won't do it, but I feel like it still does it. But maybe from this it doesn't do it too bad. Maybe we'll do a tricep, but I'm thinking of going to my second spot. And luckily no one's here, so that's why I want to try it out as well. Yeah, I'll move to the other spot, but I just want to like show you guys so like you guys can see the difference as well. Okay, here was my other spot, but I'm kind of thinking overhead lighting for upper, like I've told you guys, and then here natural lighting for lower body. But I thought we'd try it out. You guys can experiment with me. So let me do a lap pose. Wait, let me see, because I feel like the lighting should be hitting me this way, huh? If I learned anything about videography. Okay. And then tricep. I noticed the other place had a big shadow, so that one didn't do it any good either. Um, hmm. We'll do lat spread from the front. And I feel like that's it. I kind of like, there's a door here, so it kind of like works as a mirror. So yeah, hopefully it was fun for you to see the difference. And sometimes, yeah, like I don't know what looks best, but I think it's good to like experiment and then see. But the natural lighting's pretty, so it maybe doesn't look as like crazy intense, like like the muscles really like look crazy when it's like overhead. But I don't know. You guys, let me know what you think about it. But I'll go and do my cardio. I know we did the posing in 2 spots, but I mean, also the bathroom stall isn't that bad for, I guess, back, but for the other muscle groups, I think it's not the best. So yeah, just curious to know what you guys think. And but yeah, the natural lighting's always just really like pretty. And since I do come in the morning, we can take advantage of that because we wouldn't be able to do that if we came at night. So and that was another thing I was thinking about because I know I come in the morning and it just fits better with what I need to get done. So, because like I record in the gym, and so since it's less busy in the morning, it just makes it more convenient to do that in the morning. But I also just want to point out, like, don't ever feel like you have to do something to feel like you're doing something right. Let me explain that. Um, you know how people always say, "Oh, if you want to be successful, you have to wake up 5:30 in the morning before your alarm clock. You have to do this X, Y, and Z." Like, I don't believe in any of that. You know, the way I think about it is you get to learn about yourself and like figure out what is like what makes things more easier for you? Like, what are your strengths? Like, some people actually perform really good at night. Like, I don't know, they get the juices flowing. Like, they just are better night person. Or someone's really great, like, doing things in the morning. And, like, you just figure that out and don't feel bad about you being a little different than someone else. At the end of the day, as long as you're reaching your goals in the way that you think is the most practical and the way that just makes sense to you, that's all that matters. Don't ever feel bad that you're not doing what this other successful person is doing if you're already like reaching your goals. Like, we're all a little different. We're all not the same people, and we're not all raised the same. We're all not brought up to function exactly the same. And I hope that makes sense to you, because if you're just like, "Oh, that's so funny because I do this thing, but to me, I still get it done, but it is different compared to someone else." And as long as you get it done, and if it's a little different, then that's fine. If it makes it more fun for you, if it's easier, and also your schedule, your life, like there's so many different factors that come into it. But I guess I'm saying is just like, if it makes more sense to you and your goals and your lifestyle, then that's all that matters. Just simple and straightforward. No reason to complicate things and look at someone else and you're like, "Oh, I need to do it exactly like them." Like, well, no, this is your life. What makes you happy? What like gets you excited for the next day? Because the same thing, like maybe like us. I am assuming that a lot of us like lifting weights. Some people don't like doing that, but doesn't mean they can't, still be physically, active in their daily life. They can, do other things. And that brings joy to them. And that's all that, I feel like is just the main focus. It should be that finding and finding more of like learning about yourself, what makes you happy, what's going to get you to do these goals that you have in mind, and figuring them out. And that's why I tell you guys, like, try something out and you learn about yourself. You learn if you like that. You learn like, oh, actually, like, I didn't realize that I actually do like this and I was just scared to try it, or, all that stuff. And I guess I'm saying, like, not everyone's going to have the same lifestyle, but doesn't mean that all of us can't reach our goals. And you guys probably already know that, and I'm just maybe saying it to a few that need to hear that, because like I said, we're all going to be a little different, but doesn't mean that one person's more successful than the other. If you're happy, if you're reaching your goals, then, that's the most you can do for yourself, and that's like the best thing you can do for yourself. But I'm gonna enjoy these 2 rest days. We're gonna have 2 rest days after this, and then we're gonna do quads. And it usually is like that, because like I tell you guys, like, the way that my my workouts are scheduled, I really do need those rest days, and my body does, like, I see the difference. Like, I feel like back to like brand new again or whatever, and I'm ready to like hit the gym hard. And it's funny how like I don't know how people like work out every day, but that's what I'm saying, everyone's different, and find out what works for you. But resting is super important for my body, and we need it. So we'll be resting tomorrow and the next, and then we'll come back for quads. And I'm excited. I always liked taking 2 rest days before quads, because like I told you guys, I just want to really have like as much energy, or my body's capable of, for quads, because that is like technically my main focus. I feel like I really just want to bring up my quads from mostly anything. I mean, lower body in general, my hamstrings too. And that's why we do hit hamstrings after a rest day. And that's why too, like, my goals for my physique are different from someone else. So if someone's going to follow my, the way I train, maybe they do have actually the same goals in mind. But if you're like, oh, actually, like, my lower body's solid, I actually want a better upper body, then your training's going to look a little different. But that's why it's always good to keep that in mind, and not just follow someone else's ways of also training, And so for me, that's why my schedule is like towards my goals and how I want to approach it. So I'll see you guys for quads. I don't think we'll have a camera by then, but I mean, if we do, that'll be fun. But until then, I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye.